Hi guys, it's Alex from the Fit Geek Mama. I meant to do this last week, but I was underestimating just how hectic moving house was going to be. Especially since the last time we moved, we only had one kid and not three. We also had a lot less stuff. I mean, seriously, it just multiplies. Like it's in your, yeah, anyways. I mean, you just keep finding stuff, and it's like, didn't we get rid of this? Why do we still have this? But anyways, so we did close on our new house, which is awesome. And that process took a little less time than I thought it was going to. I had blocked out 4 hours. It only ended up taking 3 because the title company was able to get there earlier. But what I want to know is why I don't get this joke, and maybe it's just my sense of humor, and they did it to the couple buying our house too. You were debt free for 20 minutes. Doesn't it feel great? No, because I know in 20 minutes I'm buying a new house. There's no debt free. There's a probationary period, but you're not debt free because you're immediately going into more debt. But again, that's just my sense of humor. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And I do apologize for the camera. My tripod is packed away. I'm hoping it's in the box marked Alex's office, but we shall see where I actually ended up stuffing it. So there was a lot of our moving process was a lot of last minute, where does this fit? You know, how much can we stuff into a box? I will say, and I said this the last time we moved, and I think I said it the time before, next time we're hiring movers. We're gonna have professionals come in and pack up our house and put it on the truck and drive it to the new house and unpack it at the new house. Sure. But I mean, that would be my biggest suggestion, is if you can afford it, or if you have the time frame. Like, we really had enough time to save up for that, because we put our house on the market in December knowing that it most likely wouldn't sell until spring, summertime. You know, so we had 6 months to save if we had gotten a quote for help. I mean, not necessarily the packing, I'm kind of joking about that, but if we gotten a quote to hire people to come and help us move, particularly the furniture and all that, we could have, depending on how much it is, I guess maybe I could be underestimating the cost, but we could have saved in order to afford to have someone come and help. But we got lucky, and our old neighbors were willing to help, and they actually stayed a lot longer. We closed Tuesday, and we moved Tuesday night because we only had the U-Haul until Thursday morning. So we had packed up a truck Monday and Tuesday morning. And then we had the neighbor's husband come over, and I have a friend who lives in the subdivision that we moved to, and her husband came over and helped. And they helped load some of the more heavy stuff, like our 2 deep freezers out of the basement, and a couple of dressers, and we just kind of basically crammed as much as we could. And then they stayed until like 9:30 at night. I mean, granted, they came over about 6:30 and started helping, but they stayed and helped us unpack the whole truck. So they stayed until about 9:30 that night at the new house helping us unpack, which was great and more than we were anticipating. We kind of figured once we got the heavy stuff off that they would go home, but they stayed and helped, and that was really great. Hubby is going to be buying them beer, so to my friend who, you know who you are, sorry. But yeah, so having the help was great. My in-laws were not able to make it. Their schedule tightened, which is okay because they ended up taking the kids Friday afternoon through the weekend. So that allowed us to do a lot of unpacking and reorganizing, getting things around over the weekend. And of course, my mom was here. It's why we started packing on Sunday, because she was here going, "You haven't packed yet? You haven't packed yet? You haven't packed yet? You should be packing. You should be packing. You should be packing." Poke, 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 poke. So we did some packing on Sunday. We'd done a little bit, but not a whole lot. And we did a lot of work on Monday and then Tuesday. I mean, she was great watching the kids all week, and we couldn't have done it without her. Especially since, like I said before, it looked like hubby was getting sick. Thankfully, he did his usual one-day robot maneuver and got better. I wish I could do that. But so we looked out. We had a lot of help, but I have to say I think I broke 15,000 steps every day last week, Monday through Thursday, Monday through Friday, one of the two. I broke 15,000 steps every day. And one of the days I was almost at 19,000. That's how much we were walking around and moving and unpacking and going upstairs and going downstairs. And then, my new neighbor, my friend's husband, came and helped out on Saturday too with some of the bigger stuff, because that was my biggest problem with this move. Is this time I wasn't pregnant, or just recently. Well, it wasn't the last time either. For whatever reason, this time hubby decided that I was more capable of helping. But at the end of every night, about 9:30, I would go to set something down and my back would just spasm. I cannot wait until I get strong enough that doesn't happen that much anymore. But yeah, so I wasn't much help with like getting the sofa down into the basement, the entertainment stand. The dressers. We have, our daughter has a dresser that we got from a garage sale, which it was an awesome garage sale. We got so much stuff at the garage sale, and it was like dirt cheap because it was the last day of the sale and they were just trying to get rid of it. I think we ended up getting a lot of things for like the price that they wanted for one item. But anyways, so we got her this dresser, which used to be an entertainment stand, which was real wood and heavy as hell, even without the drawers in it. So it was good that David had a hand to help with that, and I was able to go do my CPR recertification. So it's been a busy week. If you can't tell, the kitchen is still a work in process. And the office space is still a work in process, and so are the bathrooms. But we have the couch downstairs, the entertainment stand, and the TV along with the movies, so that's good. We have all of the kids' toys upstairs in the loft area, and then our oldest room is still got a couple things we need to get straightened around and where they're going to go and all that. But the littles, how their rooms are put together the way they're going to be. We just have to get another lamp for our daughter's room, or get a lamp for the youngest room, the baby's room, and give the lamp that's in there back to his sister. One way or the other, but I think that lamp needs a new shade. Okay, I'm rambling. Sorry. But so I have to say, next time we're hiring movers, we will save and we will have somebody help us professionally so that I don't have to do it. And it was, we wouldn't have been able, just with the ages of the kids right now, being 7.5, almost 3, 1.5, it just wouldn't have been very feasible to try and move just me and David while watching the kids. It would have been very difficult. So I'm very happy that my mom was able to come and help, and I hope she knows that, and she's probably gonna watch this and go, "Aw." So, hi, Mom. When you see this. But yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is we saved a basket of toys for the kids last. And we tried to save a couple of their toys, like their they have a kitchen set that they love playing with, and we saved that for the second truck because David and I can move that. That's not that heavy. But like we saved that for last so they'd have that to play with. And then, excuse me, oh, the jungle gym mats. Here, let's see if I can show you. Yeah, those things. They've got stairs on the other side and a little slide. They're really more meant for like the little's age range, but our oldest plays on them too. I had to tell him that he couldn't go surfing down the slide on a pillow when he decided to do that and accidentally ran into his sister because she doesn't move very fast. Oh well. But yeah, it's been such a hectic week, and even more, we're moved into the house, but there's still things that the builders have to come through and fix. So we've got little pink sticky notes all over the walls. But yeah, that's a topic for another day. So we are moved in, and it is working out well so far. We're going to have to do a couple of tweaks, and we're going to have to... Honestly, the biggest thing right now, anytime you have a new space, is figuring out where you want everything to go. Because even if it was the same amount of space, it's configured just a little differently. But now we've got extra space, and it's configured a little differently. So trying to figure out, well, do you want everything sitting in this closet? Do you want that closet? Do we really need a medicine cabinet in the bathroom? I vote yes. David votes no. And I think... we'll see. I'm thinking we're going to end up buying a medicine cabinet, but that might turn out not to be the way it goes. Maybe we'll love our setup, but I'm thinking maybe. And hubby's office in the basement's going to need some soundproofing. But, I mean, other than that... Oh, and we eventually are going to get a hold of an electrician to put a dedicated plug in the garage for the deep freezers, because the last thing we want to do is have one of those babies defrost because we accidentally blew out the circuit by opening the garage door. We've been very careful about checking those every time we open and close the garage door. There's a lot of food in there. The last thing I want is for it to go bad. All right, so that is... part 2 of our new house and moving with kids, and we got lucky. We had someone to help, but I mean, we would have made it work, but it was so much easier having another adult to watch the kids. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. It'll let me.